This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I'm going to upload the video that got me a strike and was removed from my other channel, which now I cannot upload for 7 days on this channel. But before I get into it, it's about the Great Reset, and I feel like everybody needs to know about it. I have it up on my website, but I'm going to put it here. I'm going to risk this channel getting a strike and taken down. This is what's going on. I mean, it's a crazy confusion for a lot of people because a lot of us have a few channels. All right, this was my old original main channel. This channel has been demonetized. It's a strike away from going away. I can upload here, but I don't. You see all the videos, if you scroll through, that have been taken down and removed. Stuff they don't want us talking about. They clearly have made it clear now. They put more rules in quietly overnight. Anything referring to pizza, blank gate is being removed. Marina Abramovich, those types of things, spirit cooking, removed and given strikes if they feel like it's, inappropriate conduct or content. Okay, this is just a total and utter joke. So you can see on this channel there's a lot of stuff removed, but I'm going to put that up here in a minute after I get through the beginning of this. Now, most of you are obviously listening to this in your, in your homes during your quarantine here, which is just never ending. And you're probably, some of you are by yourselves, some of you are with what you should now call, instead of your wife or husband or boyfriend, girlfriend, parents, just call them your cellmates, because this looks like it's going to be lasting a long time. And the people you're around are pretty much your cellmates now, because I've been saying this for years and years about how our homes are our own prisons. They're creating our own prisons. We're allowing them to put cameras in our homes and watch us and monitor us as if we're in prison, because there's not enough room to imprison all of us. And that's exactly what has happened. And of course, they've let many prisoners out of jail, freeing up prison cells for people that will be considered conspiracy nuts and dangerous or extremists. That's how insane the world has gotten. That's how right we've all hit this thing right on the nose and pretty much scared them to the point where they need to lock us up at this point, because we're waking way too many people up and they're making way too many mistakes. From the crisis, you-know-whats, the wonderful acting that we see at some of these events that just immediately make people wake up, to just the nonsense they continue to fabricate, from the World Series last night where a player is removed from the game in the 8th or 7th inning or late in the game because he tested positive. Oh, but the results came in so late. How come that hasn't happened before? Well, because it's usually one of the most highest rated televised events during the year is the later games in the World Series, Game 6, Game 7. Same as the Super Bowl and these other events. So they take the opportunity to continue to give people a scare. Of course, it continues to be athletes and celebrities, the ones who get it. Nobody has symptoms. Every time you hear them talk, they say they're not sick, right? Yet we're supposed to live in fear and chaos, and the people who end up passing are people that just get it put on their certificates. But this is the stuff we can't talk about here. So I want to do a reminder to everyone. This is what's going on. And just take a minute to listen before I put up the video in the Great Reset. My other channel, I can start uploading again November 1st. There will be all new content there. Starting November 1st, leading up to the selection, for as long as I can before that channel eventually gets another strike and is taken down. Okay, I want everyone to know that. I have one other secondary channel where I'm uploading this week. Lots of stuff that you should be aware of regarding the occult and Halloween. I definitely recommend you pause the video now, you subscribe to both channels, click the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get notifications, because most people are not getting the notifications on these two channels. So do that now if you haven't already. And this channel here, unless it gets reinstated, strikes removed, and remonetized, I'm probably not going to use this channel. I could use it just the way I am using it now. I have a feeling this will obviously likely get a strike. I tried to edit out what I thought was the controversial part of the video, which, I mean, there was nothing really that I said that was controversial. There's nothing in it where I question the who. They strike it in under 3 minutes. I appeal it. They reject the appeal in under 5 minutes, which means they didn't watch the video, because the video is 15 minutes long originally. So it's pretty ridiculous. So those are the two channels there. And again, if you want uncensored, full-on content, join the website. It's $2.99 a month. Over there, you'll find a forum where you can interact. It's way more interactive than here on YouTube, where you can post links, share videos, share pictures, all sorts of stuff, articles that you see going on. You can make friends over there. It's a safe community. also videos and other content I put up over there. And again, I'm putting up a video today that was taken down, that 60 Minutes put up, which they never would want you to see, from the 70s, about the dangers of getting the shot, about the people, the side effects that they had, how they were paralyzed, people died, the lawsuits that were impending at the time because the government was making it a mandatory shot. It's all types of stuff that you would blow your mind, and you could see why they don't want it up. So that is going up on the website today. So if you haven't seen it, you could check it out over there. And again, it's $2.99 a month. I understand that some people don't want to do that, can't do that, but I'm just letting you know it's another option if you can. So check it out. And now I would like to give you the Great Reset. And again, I don't go into great detail in this video. It's just to make people aware, because the reason I did the video in the first place was I knew a lot of people weren't aware. But I mean, they're talking about the Great Reset in the cover of Time magazine. But yet, when people like me even bring it up, they're taking it down. Why is that? Because we don't think it's a good idea for a Great Reset, where they're talking about resetting everything and what the plan really is behind it. So those are things I'm going to get into more detail on my website about as it begins here, and as obviously the selection process goes. But make sure you sub the other two channels. Sorry for the confusion. I know it's annoying for everyone out there. People think that, you know, they hear me here, but they don't know I have another channel, right? They're like, you haven't uploaded in 6 months. Where have you been? I get it. There's people who listen every day, so they know what's going on. There's some people who might come in casually, watch whichever videos appeal to them. That makes sense too. So this is what's going on. Make sure you subscribe to the 2 YouTube channels below. That is really important. You do that now, and click the bell, as well as, if you can, check out the website. So here is the Great Reset video. Take a look. This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I want to get into the Great Reset. I'm going to get into it more and more in the coming days, because it's something that's actually going on. This isn't something where all of us are speculating that there's going to be a Great Reset. There's going to be a financial collapse with the fake election and all that. No, this is something that's actually happening, just like Event 201. This is something that's occurring. You can see for yourself, which I'm going to show you in a minute, because they're posting videos on their website, on YouTube, the World Economic Forum. And I'd like to know who elected these jerk-offs in charge of dictating what the world's future needs to look like and should look like. Now, it's hilarious that the World Economic Forum has 500, and I believe 50,000, somewhere 550,000 YouTube subscribers, and they're only able to rack in about 1,000 views a video. Buying subs much? Huh? And they get more thumbs downs than thumbs ups, because people who are stumbling upon this know exactly what is happening. But unfortunately, too many people are distracted by the fake election, and distracted and nervous, and going along with the outbreak plans here, that they don't even know that they have a Great Reset plan that is going to occur. How ironic, right after Halloween, the satanic holiday, right as the selection is here, where we'll have our order out of chaos, because you know that it's going to be nothing but rioting and all these things occurring after they give us the fake results. They'll probably drag it on, and we'll have all these debates about, voters got their votes ripped up and these didn't count, and Russia got involved, and the same crap that keeps everyone distracted from seeing that these people are plotting our future. Now, look at this video posted by the World Economic Forum months ago. And just listen to the trigger notes. Look at the words they're using. They want to reset order, rebalance the universe. And they, of course, talk about nature and putting nature first. Get a load of this.
We have an incredible opportunity to create entirely new sustainable industries, investing in nature as the true engine of our economy.
The current global crisis has disrupted every aspect of our lives, but it has also presented us with an extraordinary opportunity, a chance to reset and accelerate efforts to improve the state of our world.
Changing our current trajectory will require bold and imaginative action, together with determination and decisive leadership. In order to secure our future and to prosper, we need to evolve our economic model putting people and planet at the heart of global value creation. If there is one critical lesson we have to learn from this crisis, we need to put nature at the heart of how we operate. We are on the verge of catalytic breakthroughs that will alter our view of what is possible and profitable within the framework of a sustainable future. We need nothing short of a paradigm shift, one that inspires action at revolutionary levels and pace. We simply cannot waste any more time. The only limit is our willingness to act. And the time to act is now.
Oh, where have we heard that before about nature? Well, we've heard it all over, right? We've seen it on the Georgia Guidestones, where they pretty much have their blueprint for what they want to do to the world. We have monuments that get torn down. Yes, I understand that the majority of them are torn down because, this is the way the government paid and planned for it to happen, because these things are all obviously planned and paid for by the George Soroses of the world. But number one on the Georgia Guidestones, maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. And at the very bottom, beat out a cancer on the earth, leave room for nature, leave room for nature. And then you hear them talking about how important nature is, and nature needs to be the core and the most important focus of everything. Now, where else do we know about people who are obsessed or claim to be obsessed with nature and use nature in, spellbinding rituals, all sorts of satanic rituals? Oh, the witches, the Satanists, right? So they will openly admit that they're obsessed with nature and things like that, right? If the people from 100 years ago saw the world today and saw us and what we have allowed to happen, they probably would burn us at the stake. But this is why they were being burned at the stake. This is why Satanists were being cast out and this stuff wasn't allowed, because now they're in total control. And what are they doing to the rest of society? They're destroying it. They're destroying the world. They're depopulating the world. They're making us sick, complacent, depressed, filled with anxiety. That's what they're doing through the chemical enhancements, through the nonsense that they start in this world. But it's right there in the Georgia Guidestones if anyone's interested. Now, this is another video that's posted on the World Economic Forum, the Great Turd, the World Economic Forum. The Job Reset, this is a discussion between two total douchebags, talking about building a new economy and society. So building a new society. Now, that sounds pretty extreme, right? Is this a new society based on secret societies, or the new society that we suddenly need a new society? And this guy right here, this total douche, is going to be the guy who dictates it? Who picked these people? I get it that they're bloodlines and they picked themselves and put themselves here, but how do the American people and the people around the world allow these lowlifes to tell us what to do, to dictate our lives, our future, to do an economic reset, which pretty much is going to flatline our entire economy, which is going to make everyone earn the same amount of money, and there'll only be a 0.01% of people who are rich, who control the wealth. They'll be the philanthropists of the world. They'll be the ones who dictate, and promote these scientists who are all Masons and Satanists, who will tell us, oh, we have to wear the mask here. Oh, we need to go into a bubble. And everyone will go along with it because they'll say, things will get back to normal sooner or later. And as they continue to get conditioned and they continue to get this crap normalized to society and to the youth, and as people continue to die off from other things not related to the fake, bogus outbreak, it'll just become a normal way of life. Enslavement, a new world order. That's what they're talking about here. A new economy, new society. This is going to filter into 2021 as it begins, where the next phases of this outbreak are put in place, like I said yesterday, where there's going to be literally laws passed where you can't travel into different states, you can't leave certain cities, life under the dome, life under the bubble, in the bubble. And it's because, well, we need a great reset. The people of the world allowed this to happen. We allowed, this bogus global warming hoax. We allowed all of this. So now we have to sit back and wait so these heroes can come in and fix it. And the Antichrist can come in. And then when everything's ready, he can remove the bubble and everyone could praise and kiss his feet, because that's what's going to end up happening in this sick world that we live in. I'm so sick of seeing these people. I'm sick of hearing about this stuff. I'm sick of having to deal with great resets. These people picking themselves, picking their nose, picking each other's rear ends at the World Economic Forum, telling us exactly what the future's supposed to hold for us. They're going to go, well, the economy is just destroyed because of the debt that the Americans got themselves into. And look, there is a long list of plans that they have in the World Economic Forum for what the future's going to hold. And it's also mainly a lot of the stuff you've heard a lot of people talk about, including I'm sure a lot of you have talked about, which is destruction of the economy. Almost like another great recession that will occur, right? We've seen so many businesses fold, small businesses, of course, not big businesses owned by these corporations. Just small business owners have to close shop because they won't let them open business because it's not their choice. They're not allowed to have a choice because they're responsible for getting people sick with the common cold, which doesn't even exist anyway. And we've allowed them to do that to us. Have more and more business owners file for bankruptcy. And then we watch this downward spiral in this toilet bowl that is America. If you were going to give any country in the world an enema, you'd stick the holes right here in the United States. Let's be realistic. It's bad all over. These scumbags are in control all over. But no place has become more complacent, and no place has more idiots who actually believe this stuff. They're believing in the World Economic Forum. They're believing in the UN. They're believing in the CIA. They're believing in their government, Big Brother, to protect them. Because they're cupcakes. They're pansy asses. They're people who literally are so dumb that they don't think that there would be people who would want to control power and control resources and control the wealth of the world. And I'm not even talking about the satanic stuff, because I get how some people don't want to see that. I get how people have been brainwashed into not believing that Jesus is real and believing the God's a fairy tale. I get how they've been brainwashed into it because the repetition they've used on people has been so ridiculous that parents won't even allow their kids to read the Bible if they want to. And that's because of the mind control, which is not fair game, really, what they've done. It's total BS as far as I'm concerned. But take that part aside, even though I don't know how people can't see that they're all Satanists. Take that aside. How can people not see the other stuff of these people trying to control? They're like, no, these people who are rich, they want to help us. That's why they're philanthropists. They're giving all their money to help save people from cancer. Right. And you ever wonder why they live to be 100? How Henry Kissinger's still kicking at 100? How George W. Bush, or whatever, HW, lived to be 100 almost? Jimmy Carter, Rockefeller, what was he, 101 when he croaked? What's Lord Rothschild going on, 200? The Crypt Keepers, these people? We've allowed these people to control our destiny here on earth. And I get it. For those of us who are saved, who cares what happens here on earth? I know everyone says that. But this is total enslavement. This is a total violation of our rights, our Constitution, whether you believe in that or not. There is no freedom here anymore, folks. This is just proof of it, what we've allowed them to do. So the World Economic Forum, the Great Reset, which is happening very, very shortly on the eves and heels of Halloween, of course. What a perfect time. The rituals will be high and heavy this year, that's for sure, as they are every year, but they just probably get worse and sicker by the year. As society gets more dumbed down, they're able to access more and more children and do these disgusting acts that they do. But on the eves of that, we'll have the Great Reset. I will do more videos in detail on it. I'm just foaming at the mouth over how this is even going on, how they're posting these videos, and people are like, yeah, we need a Great Reset. That's because Donald Trump, he's a bad guy. Grow a brain. These people, the president, Joe Biden, these people aren't in control. They're puppets too in the show, in the circus. Why do you think they brought Trump in, a reality TV actor? Who could play the villain better than him? Utter joke. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.